I lost my leg in June of 2014 as a result from my injury I sustained in Afghanistan, and I've always been really cautious, especially being around horses, and this program has shown me that just because I'm an amputee doesn't mean that I'm any less capable than any of the other veterans in this class or any of the other trainers. And with that being said, it's just been a very motivational experience, and it's been very uplifting.
Doing research for PTSD therapies and programs and so forth, I found that the Mustang was very similar to our symptoms and what we were going through. And I wanted to challenge myself to the most that I could. So that way I could figure out what it is that's really I'm dealing with and try and get rid of it or find some coping skills.
They start out so closed off and wanting nothing to do with a relationship and learning and humans. And you just see them change so quickly.
Through this program, we worked with a lot of different people at a lot of different stages in their life or in their military background and history. And really what we're seeing consistently through this program is their ability now to really just get back into society.
I get excited about this program because it changes lives and it gets the Mustang into private care adoption.
A lot of us, we're not psychologists. We just know that somebody has told us that we have these symptoms, and these symptoms are this, indicative of a certain category of behavioral issues. But other than that, until I did the research on the Wild Mustang program, I had no idea how to figure out where I was in order to move forward.
And a Mustang is a wild animal, and if you can gain the trust of a Mustang, you build your confidence, you build self-esteem. I just think it's amazing how you can take a wild creature and gain the trust of it, and it's like your horse after that.
These horses go through these roundups, and a lot of times they're split up and segregated, and they lose their foals, or they lose their herd that they've been attached to since they were born. So these wild horses have experienced traumatic events, such as the same that a lot of us veterans have experienced, and it's a perfect pairing, in my opinion, to take two different. Or to take an animal and an individual that have both experienced traumatic events and pairing those two together, and then allowing those two to reassociate society and people and the surrounding noises and everything else to get over that fear.
Controlling your emotions so that you can help the horse control their emotions. That's a really, really big thing they have to figure out.
But when they get in the pen with the Mustang, it begins to happen. And it happens in just a few days, actually. Some may take a little longer than others, but for the most part, I can see it in 3 to 5 days with that horse. That horse is fearful, he doesn't trust anyone, and that is exactly where the veteran is all the time.
If you meet it head to head, you'll lose. You have to open your soul to a Mustang, and there's just no better teacher in the world.
To gentle a horse that hasn't been gentle before, that hasn't been touched before by human hands, to me that was just a privilege and an honor to just be able to learn that side.
How I tend to tense up, and I have a hard time releasing the pressure on myself. So she's teaching me, in lieu of teaching her, how to build up that pressure and how to release that pressure in a safe and environment.
Oh, I think this is a fantastic program for veterans. especially those that are facing the PTSD, the anxieties, and so forth and so on, because it's really, this program is not about the horse, it's about you, the individual.
I've witnessed some incredible things happening just in the relationship of the veterans with their horses and with each other and with me.
This is by far better than any clinical situation, better than any medication and so forth. And my wife is even certainly appreciative of it, and she's noticed the difference since I've been here.
This program has really allowed me to do things differently.
You know, I know this isn't a counseling program, but it was just recovery and focused on me so that I could do what I needed to do. And that's priceless.
We're helping our veterans, one Mustang at a time.